Good morning, everyone, and happy Saturday to you all. It is Pedro again, and today is day 31 of my weight loss journey. Ooh, an airplane. Ain't that a high airplane? Awesome. Anyways, sorry about that. Airplanes are cool. Yeah, today's day 31. So if you checked out yesterday's video, it was a much shorter video than I normally do because I overslept or underslept the night before. So I was so tired I couldn't even get up. So that video was basically just an abbreviated short video on how much I weighed after 30 days. And after taking 3 different readings and dividing them by 3 to get the average, I was at 97.06. That's about 213 pounds with a little bit of precision at the end, which is actually pretty good. I didn't think I wasn't expecting to lose 20 pounds. That's a lot of weight for just 30 days of trying to walk and fast. And I think a lot of that is attributed to not only the 72-hour fast I did the first time and the 67-hour fast I did right after that, but in the days leading up to that, to get to that point, I had also been, I guess, fasting for an average of 14 to 18 hours, around there. So I was fasting for nearly a day in those situations when I would eat in the evening. So there must be some fat burning going on there. Now, that weight that I just told you, the 20-pound weight loss, there are obviously going to be factors that skew that a bit, like fat cells hold water. And I believe my fat cells are still holding that water. So in the coming days, if I actually start to succeed in 24, 48, and 72-hour fasts, we should see that water get released by the cell. And that's because I think it's between 20 to 24 hours you activate autophagy. So that's my goal. I'm not happy with simply just getting to 14 hours or 16 hours or 18 hours. I want to get to 24, then work up to 48, then work up to 72. That's my goal. I know there's probably a temptation to not be too hard on yourself, but I feel like I'm babying myself too much. That making it like okay just to get as far as you can, which I guess it technically is. But I'm a person that likes to set lofty but realistic goals that I wish to actually achieve. I feel like I'm stumbling in the same place. Sorry, the sprinklers are going off. I'm trying to figure out the best way around it. One sec. Oh. You got me good. Yeah. I don't want to be someone that makes the same mistakes over and over again, repeatedly. I want to be someone that actually, sets goals and achieves them and knocks them down. Never said I was perfect or anything, but I feel like there comes a point where making the exact same mistakes over and over again gets kind of ridiculous and pitiful. And you're like, what are you doing? Why do you keep making the same mistakes over and over again? You're just acting like an insane person. Isn't doing the same thing again, expecting different results, the definition of insanity? It is, right? So, why the heck am I doing that? Yeah. It just goes to show how quickly your food addiction can come back and how spiraling bad decisions can put you down a path you don't want to be in. So, I did some meditation last night. Really thought of the kind of person I wanted to be and how I wanted to look in my mind. And I've quoted Matthew 4:4. Man does not live by bread alone, but by every word that comes from the mouth of God. The last time I ate last night, because yesterday I did eat, so my weight measurement's going to fluctuate over time. We won't know that until we hit the day 60 weigh-in a month from now. But I think it was around 9:42 p.m. was the last time I ate. So it's 7:06 in the morning. Sorry, I was just checking the time. I accidentally flipped the camera. So almost 12 hours. or about 10 hours fasted. I want to experience those benefits again. The autophagy, the cleansing of the mind, the recycling and the cleaning of misfolded proteins and bad cells into new ones. I want to create stem cells again in my body. I want that mental clarity. I want to feel good again. Which is actually kind of counterintuitive to how society programmed us. They programmed food to look so delicious and to look so tasty, but the hard and cruel irony is that when you eat food, yeah, it tastes good in the moment, but then the moments that follow are horrible. You feel like utter shit. And I think we just got so used to feeling like shit every time we eat that no one's ever really questioned it, right? Because it's societal programming. It's really evil. That's why people like me who are struggling and people who've succeeded, like my mentor James from the Warrior Network, are having to consistently put out this message over and over again that you're being programmed by society and governments as a tool, as a lackey, that you need to be able to make your own choices and your own decisions to better your life. Sorry, I have allergies. We're at the point where the pollen's now starting to fly around the air. Those little pollen spores, those ones that fly around. When those get near me, I just sneeze like crazy. Yeah, it's really bad. Apologies. I've never actually got this far in any weight loss endeavor before. Usually at the 3 or 4 week mark exactly, I'm already quitting. So the fact that I'm even still doing a video and continuing this journey and wanting to still push, it is in and itself a miracle. I thank God for that. I'm still going. I haven't quit. But at that same token, just because you haven't quit doesn't mean you are going to really make any progress if you keep making the same mistakes, right? The insanity complex. Don't do that either. I need to go back to like what those wise people said and what Confucius said and all that. Like what is it? Like a wise man learns to not make the same mistake twice, and a fool makes the same mistake twice, or something like that. Yeah, so I'm going to take it one step at a time. Whenever I get tempted, or whenever my food triggers come back and I want to eat, I have to say no. I just have to go no. 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 Alright, so in other news, this coming Wednesday, May 31st, me and my wife and my son Gabriel, we have a tour of one of the early childhood education places, daycare places.
Hey, do you know where the TradeX Convention Center is?
TradeX? The TradeX is near the Abbotsford Airport. It's actually down that way.
About 5 miles?
Yeah, maybe like 7 or 8 kilometers that way, because we're on King Road right now.
Okay.
If you keep going, I think you'll eventually hit Marshall Road going west.
This is 1190 Cornell Street. That's the name of the street, but I don't get no reception up here in Canada.
Yeah, so...
But it says it's at the TradeX Convention Center.
Yeah, the TradeX Convention Center.
So we just stay on this road, we'll hit it?
Yeah, basically, I mean, you'll eventually hit Marshall, or what you can do alternatively is there's a double roundabout over there on McCallum when you take a right. If you take the freeway, you'll eventually hit like the Mount Lehman exit.
Mount Lehman?
Yeah, Mount Lehman. There's another exit that has a bunch of like outside malls. Okay. Mount Lehman.
So we're looking for the Mount Lehman exit.
Yeah, Mount Lehman exit, and when you get there, you want to hang a left when you hit the main traffic light at Mount Lehman. Okay. But you could likely get there as well by simply just stay this road. Yep, and just keep following Marshall, and then you should see signs to airport and TradeX. Yep, the airport and the TradeX are next to each other. Best of luck to you. Wow. Wasn't expecting that. That was a person that just pulled up to me and asked for directions. they were looking for how to access or get to the trade X. Very interesting. Funny how weird life situations come your way when you simply just put yourself out there, take risks, and go for a nice walk. You never know who you're going to meet on the road. I'm just glad it wasn't someone out to kidnap me or take me away to have my brain harvested to cows or something. I don't know. So yeah, I'm glad I was able to help him out. Yeah, he's basically looking for the TradeX Convention Center, which is practically on the same road as the airport here in Abbotsford, which is actually just down. We're on King Road right now. You basically take King Road down that way and keep going. The road eventually turns to Marshall Road. And from Marshall Road, if you take a right and keep driving along Marshall Road, you'll eventually be taking a Mount Lehman Road. And if you take a left on Mount Lehman Road, it takes you all the way to the TradeX and the airport. So they must be new here, because they weren't even aware of the Mount Lehman exit. It's all good. He said his phone doesn't get reception up here, so I would have just simply asked him to check his GPS, but it seemed like he needed help. Yeah, well, hopefully they find what they're looking for. Yeah, interesting detour. I was not expecting that. That's most definitely going in the thumbnail. A hitchhiker's thumb or something like that. Okay, so let's continue our walk. But yeah, so what I was saying before I will stop for directions, we have a meeting this coming Wednesday, May the 31st at 5 o'clock in the evening to meet up with some of the coordinators and caregivers at the Redwood ECE, Early Childhood Education Center, which quite coincidentally is actually down this very road. If you keep going down King and eventually get to Marshall Road and keep driving, it takes you to the Redwood ECE Center, which is on the way to the TradeX I just mentioned. So where that guy needed to go and where we need to go on Wednesday happen to be the same direction. So that's cool. Because we're not quite at the point, me and my wife, where she's pregnant yet. I'm getting there, losing weight, still trying, but nothing yet. And we are a little worried about Gabriel's social development. He's not playing with kids, and when he's even around other children, he might do the occasional hi and get excited, but when he plays, he generally plays by himself. Me and my wife could be reading into it too much, because we're brand new parents and he's only 2.5. But I see a lot of potential for him to become a loner like me if he goes down this path and keeps going. So we don't want that. So we're looking possibly to get Gabriel in 3 days a week daycare for the whole day, like 8 hours or 10 hours or however long it is, where they take care of him, they feed him, they put him in naps, and he's in closed and safe environments playing with other children, where he gets to actually learn to play with other children and to make friends. Making friends is something you most definitely have to learn how to do, or else life becomes hard, becomes lonely, and it really is unnecessarily more difficult than it has to be when you're a loner and you're not good at communicating with others, making friends. Hell, not only that, when you're a loner, you have less dating opportunities too, because you're not as inclined to go out there and meet like men or meet women. It's a lonely road. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. And we don't want nothing but the best for our son. And Redwood ECE is one of the few child care centers that actually have an opening right now for toddlers. At this time, anyways. At the time of this video. So, sorry, I keep sniffling. It's the allergies. We're hoping that he's a good fit and that they'll take us in, and that the monthly fee isn't going to be too high, because we're already paying into other things too. So, yeah, there's that. We're trying to keep our costs down. Well, isn't everybody trying to keep their costs down? Yeah. One thing also that I'd like to work on, not just simply my weight loss, which is obviously a big thing, but I find And I've noticed this myself. Whenever I have free time, like when it's just me on my phone, I find that more often than not, apologies, I'm not very productive. I think I scroll and watch YouTube videos way too much on like content that's absolute garbage that isn't helping me. So I think now, and this might even be attributing partly to why I've been struggling lately, is my mind is just all over the place. It just wants pleasure, it wants... Geez, I might need to bring a Kleenex going forward. It wants instant gratification. It wants video content, and it wants it now. My dopamine is too high on social media. So I'm thinking of actually taking my YouTube channel, which is this one here, because before it became a channel for weight loss vlogs, my Pedro Within channel was also just a view channel, and you simply use it to watch other videos. And I have a lot of bad content that's like not serving me. It's not trying to make me a better person. The James O'Warrior Network stuff is obviously not included. That stuff's awesome. The stuff I watch about Brandley G, totally awesome. It's all the entertainment stuff that I think I'm gonna do a whole cleanse. I'm gonna unsubscribe and start unfollowing a bunch of channels. I need to clear up my mind as well, because that's where it starts, right? The reason I was able to do a 72-hour fast successfully, not only was I thinking about the right things and praying, giving it to my Lord, but I also had a clearer mind. I was thinking positively, I was thinking good, and I wasn't watching as much crap on YouTube. I was keeping that to a minimum, you see. So I need to get back to a point where my mind is only putting good things in so that good things can come out. Yeah. This, I believe, will help me finally get back over the hump to do some 72-hour fasts consistently. Yeah, my mind has just been made up, or messed up lately. I've been, what is it? Sorry, I had a thought. Oh, jeez. Another reason I want to quit fasting. Or, sorry, I want to really start fasting again. The brain fog is just terrible. I'm forgetting things. Even momentarily, I'm still forgetting things. I want to have mental clarity. Shoot, I even forgot my train of thought. But, good things in so that I can get good things out. Because I was doing a lot of the right things, a lot of little things. I was doing them consistently when I was able to achieve those 72-hour fasts, and they felt wonderful. And it got easier over time because I had I was doing so many things right. That's what I want to get back to. Anyways, I'm going to continue this walk. I'm sure you probably don't want to hear me sniffling for another 10 more minutes, so I'll end it here, and I'll let you know when I'm done. Take care. All done. Hey everybody, just finished my day 31 workout, and the stopwatch clocked today at 1 hour and 1 minute and 30 seconds, so 61 minutes 30 seconds. Fantastic. A whole hour of walking, and yeah, in a few hours I'll hit the 12-hour mark, and I'm gonna see how long I can ride this thing. One thing I also noticed too, which is why I might have failed, I'm not doing well this week, is I actually stopped listening to the Lean Warrior's global channels and the videos that James provides. Back when I was fasting, or successfully fasting in the previous days, as I was listening to his message every day, and it was keeping me going, it was keeping me focused on my goal. So that also helps, along with the mental picture you have in your mind. So today I just listened to something like 40 minutes of James basically calling me a fat hog beast, and it felt wonderful. I missed it. So I'm going to get back to listening to him every single day. I'm not going to let a single day go by where I'm not hearing his motivational words to keep going, to stop eating, and to fast for 72 hours. Yeah. When you try to do it alone and you feel like, oh, I'm the best, or I'm the champion, I can do this without help, and then you fall and make mistake after mistake, you get humbled pretty quickly. I think that's what happened to me. So I'm going to most definitely take accountability and be a lot better version of myself. So you take care, guys. Let's catch you in the next video. Hello. Hi. Hey, what you doing in there? Is that a clubhouse? This is a hot dog vendor? Are you gonna sell me hot dogs? Yeah, that looks like a fire truck. And that looks like a crane? Oh, yeah, it looks like a crane that you actually control, and then you sit down there and it really gets lifted. Looks kind of dangerous though, if you don't know what you're doing. That crane looks heavy. You don't want to hit anyone's head to get hit from that. Yeah. That's right, buddy. You're playing with the rocks, buddy. Hey viewers, it's Pedro here, and today is day 31 still. It's now I think like 5:20 or so. We're in the evening, and we're actually at the Dogwood Valley Camp in Hope in BC. My son's just playing here on the slide, or at the base of the slide throwing rocks. And my wife is actually in this church building here preparing balloons. She's preparing balloons for a ladies retreat that's going to be happening next week. So we've been here just taking it easy and just enjoying nature and having a lot of fun today. Me and Gabriel had a lot of fun. I think we've been at it for like 4 hours or something like that. Hey buddy, your face is so dirty. We're gonna have to clean it afterwards. Yeah. So I meant when I said earlier that I really have to get a handle on this weight loss, because I can't just be eating willy-nilly. But this morning, before we left, my wife made some very delicious food, and it smelled really good. So crap. I eat again. Hey, are you throwing rocks? You throwing rocks, buddy? And I've been eating through the rest of the day. We even brought like extra food too, to make sure we had enough sustenance, which I didn't need, but yeah. This food addiction isn't gonna go away easily. I mean, I've been trying to fight this thing for 20 years, so obviously it's not gonna go away in the first few attempts, but no. I need to keep listening to James from the Warrior Network. He teaches very good motivation, and just because I fell down today doesn't mean I'm gonna fall down in the coming days. So, like what I did leading up to my very first 72-hour fast, I listened to James's Warrior Network videos every single day repeatedly until I succeeded. So I'm just going to keep doing that. So it might be another mistake, might be another setback, but that's why it's a journey. I know I'm eventually going to get there, but it's going to take a lot of willpower and discipline and, listening to good things, feeding your brain with good thoughts every day. I know I'm going to do another 72-hour fast. I know I'll succeed. I just need to keep putting this back into practice, relearning the good habits I had at the beginning of the journey. And I know I'll finally see some real weight loss. Maybe even to a point where I see changes. Physically, I don't think I look any different, but then again, I look at myself every day, so it's probably understandable. Anyways, I'll talk to you guys later. Hey, Gab. What a cute baby you are. Look at Daddy. Hey. We're going to be leaving the camp in a few minutes. Did you have fun, Gab? Yes, I do.
Yes, I do.
Yeah. So did Daddy. Yeah, he had a fun time too. Now let's go, buddy. Let's go. No, not that way. The car's behind you. The car's over there. Where are you going? I gotta wrangle me a cute baby boy and put him in his car seat. Until next time, folks. Woo!